Vision Network.
Hello and welcome to Vision Network, Africa's leading ICT and digital lifestyle program on the continent. I am Bayero Agabi. Today we have an array of issues and development and news that will excite you. But first, issues and development that made news in the past 1 week.
I'm the Chairman, Research, Innovation and Development of NCS.
The Nigerian Computer Society, NCS, the foremost and #1 IT professional association in Nigeria, and Africa's largest IT society, is set to confer fellowship on 55 worthy Nigerians at the 2022 edition of the Nigerian Information Technology Merit Award, NITMA. NITMA is a flagship event organized by NCS in recognition of outstanding Nigerians in the information technology industry. Would hold November 24th at the Museum Center, Onikon, Lagos. The president of NCS, Professor Sodia, unveils this to the Division Network alongside other press members at the press conference in Lagos that the Governor of Lagos State, His Excellency Babajide Sanwo-Olu, would be the chairman at the 2022 NITMA edition. At the press conference, Professor Sodia says that 50 professional fellowships will be conferred to members of NCS who have distinguished themselves in the industry to become fellows, while 5 honorary fellowship members will be drawn from various sectors of the economy of individuals who have positive contributions in the country.
Well, of course, we all know that we invited all of you to this gathering because we are planning for one of our flagship events, and that is the NITMA program, National Information Technology Merit Award 2022. Well, as you must have known, we started this program a long time ago. It's a yearly event where we celebrate excellence, commitment in information technology. We appreciate those people that are really assisting in moving the development of IT forward in this country. We'll be having close to 50, and for honorary, we'll be having 5. These 50 people are really deserving people that are worked, that are champions in IT, in their various domains, people that have supported the growth and development of IT in this country.
There would be recognition for the Digital Governor of the Year's Award for governors who have made enormous investment in information technology. Those nominated are the Lagos State Governor, Sanwo-Olu, and his counterparts from Rivers, Enugu, and Kaduna. Other awards are the IT Personality of the Year's Award, the Presidential IT Merit Award, IT Company of the Year's Award, and Youth Innovative Awards, among others.
The second component is Digital Governor of the Year. Digital Governor of the Year. This one is also to recognize and appreciate outstanding governors that have been promoting IT development in the states. This year we have nominated 4 governors. Governor of Rivers State, Governor of Enugu State, and Governor of Kaduna State.
As the 2023 general election campaign accelerates, the Executive Vice Chairman (EVC) of the Nigerian Communications Commission (NCC), Professor Umar Dambata, says the media holds the axe in making difference in promoting credible elections in Nigeria. Dambata made this known at the 18th All-Nigerian Editor Conference organized by the Nigeria Guild of Editors, NGE, in collaboration with the Imo State government in Owerri, where he reiterates the roles of journalists before, during, and after the elections. The Director of Public Affairs, Ruben Moka, the NCC boss, while explaining the conference theme, 2023 Political Landscape, Credible Election and Role of Editors, declares that responsive journalism is critical to sustainable democracy. NCC was committed to the implementation of the Nigerian National Broadband Plan 2020 to 2025 and the National Digital Economy Policy and Strategy 2020 to 2030, and other geared toward enhancing connectivity and social cohesion in the country. Dambata submits that the upcoming 5G spectrum auction and others are aimed at improving availability, accessibility, and affordability, adding that the telecommunication infrastructure would enhance the credibility of the elections. NCC had earlier announced the plan to license additional lots in the 3.5 GHz spectrum band for the deployment of new technology in the global system of mobile communications industry, GSM.
I want to say, up front, that I take full responsibility for this decision. I'm the founder and CEO. I'm responsible for the health of our company, for our direction, and for deciding how we execute that, including things like this. And
weeks after the widespread layoff at Twitter under its new owner, billionaire Elon Musk, Facebook parent Meta lays off 11,000 people, about 13% of its workforce, as it contends with flattering revenue and broader tech industry woes. CEO of Facebook Mark Zuckerberg, in a letter to employees, states that he has decided to reduce the size of the company by about 13% and let more than 11,000 talented employees go due to economic slowdown, increasing competition, and ad signal loss. Competition from TikTok is also a growing threat as young people flock to the video sharing app over Instagram, which Meta also owns. For Twitter, report says that anyone being laid off will remain employed and will receive compensation and benefits until the first week in January 2023, though the dates may vary for employees. However, Disney Plus, with approximately 190,000 employees, institutes a targeted hiring freeze as well as some job cuts, according to an internal memo sent to executives. The move comes days after Disney reported disappointing quarterly result hitting a new 52-week low before rebounding later in the week. Share and subscribe to this channel, www.youtube.com/Digivision Network.
Bayero Agabi, welcome you to this new ride, a digital ride that takes you into the lifestyle experience of innovation, tech impact, and new business frontiers. This is Digivision Network. On a weekly basis, we keep you well informed of developments and trends. Now the tech ecosystem is impacting politics, business, public and private enterprise management, plus how the new digital life can transform your business. I am Bayero Agabi. Join us. In this special edition, we also have a special report that details about tech trends, innovation and development across Nigeria, leading to the explosion of ICT development in Nigeria. If you like, you can call it the explosion of the digital economy. But I know you will enjoy it and you will get educated.
The tech ecosystem players and leaders were in unison at the African Tech Alliance Forum 2.0 with the theme Sustainability and the Company of the Future to unpack the various challenges, scenarios, and mind-blowing economy opportunities in Africa. After the event, which held at the Oriental Hotel Lagos, the editor of Tech Economy and co-convener of the event, Peter Oluka, speaks on the process to unlocking new pathways for rapid economic growth, innovation, job creation, and improved development in Africa through technology while leveraging on the opportunities in the digital space.
Our intention to see that companies in Africa, people in Africa innovate. And when they innovate, that innovation is sustained. So the extent that it begins to impact the global markets. So that's our intention. What should be our greatest joy is that the things that people learn from here, they implement it in their organizations. They don't just come to converge, discuss, share pictures, do interviews, do everything and go. Want to see that there's impact in the businesses. Want to see that there's transformation. Want to see that somebody lives here today and goes back home and thinks, okay, what I'm doing now, am I doing it right? What is it that I need to do right to add to what I'm doing? What is it I need to do right to change my structure, my business structure, my business preposition, my business focus, so that I'm able to achieve the sustainability.
Various experts in the digital space were in attendance at the event, from the Honorable Minister of Communications and Digital Economy, Professor Isa Ali Ibrahim Pantami, represented by the Executive Director of Technical Services of NICOMSAT, Professor Jafaru Abdul Bambale, the Executive Vice Chairman of the Nigerian Communications Commission (NCC), Professor Umar Gaba Dambata, represented by the Director of Digital Economy of NCC, Engineer Austin Uwelone, and the Director General of NITDA, Kashifu Inu Abdullahi, represented by the Head of Southeast Zone, Mrs. Chioma Agugwo.
That our Honorable Minister is endowed with both the intellectual capacity and then the leadership skill. Without the leadership skill, you wouldn't have achieved all this kind of achievement I have listed. So with these words of mine, I think I want to wish the event a very successful deliberations and ending.
Believe that ICT is a key catalyst in the realization of the SDGs, and that only ICT, particularly broadband, can provide this surge in development. Connectivity and development in Nigeria have not been fortuitous.
Africa Tech Alliance Forum AfriTech 2.0 is geared towards celebrating and rewarding companies on the African continent that have demonstrated excellence in areas of innovative and product and service development. Here are the clips of award presentation at the event.
Professor Umar Gaba Dambata, in recognition of your leadership excellence in the African telecommunications sector, especially your outstanding performances during 5G launch in Nigeria. Thank you very much.
All gratitude and joy, we present this to our boss.
On behalf of Dr. Krishnan Ranganath, thank you for this award, and also representing the Africa Data Center. Of course, Dr. Krish is the Regional Executive for Africa Data Center.
Share and subscribe to this channel, www.youtube.com/Digivision Network.
This is Digivision Network. This is Digivision Network. As usual, we usually have the top 5 of the week, from technology to people and places. But in this edition of the program, there is a top 5 that you can easily call, if you like, something coming out of the blues. And that is why we are giving you something out of the blues. The top 5 for the week.
Modern technology has made life easier by upgrading the standard of living. Various parts of the world's money-making industry have had their share of technological enhancement. Some tech innovations are more useful than others, while some are especially life-changing. Today, on our top 5, we will review the top 5 technologies that make human lives easier. Number 5. Crypto. It is typically digital money with no specific owner claiming right to it. Cryptocurrency is a new way of performing day-to-day transactions for purchasable things. Unlike the traditional currency, cryptocurrency is beginning to hold more grounds, becoming a safer means of transaction. The most basic difference with traditional transaction is that it is exclusively a virtual currency, meaning there are no physical cryptocurrency coins or notes you can keep in your back pocket. Number 4. 4G. The 4th generation technology, known as 4G, is improved internet speed connectivity. Unlike the previous network speed technologies, the 4G Lite brings a much higher bandwidth by enabling video viewing and data sharing at a pace not realized before. 4G has turned our smartphones into powerful connected devices that we can carry anywhere. It has also opened up new possibilities for both our personal and professional lives. Number 3. Autonomous vehicles. The wish and promise for autonomous vehicles have finally come to existence since its actualization in the 21st century. It is a vehicle driven by an automatic driver that can use artificial intelligence to move the car from one point to another without human intervention. Although the autonomous vehicle has come a long way, it is not yet a common mode of transportation. Number 2. Virtual reality. Several large and small companies have begun incorporating virtual reality into their workspace for different reasons. Virtual reality is a form of the generated computer world that humans get transported into for various reasons. A simulated experience that employs post-tracking and 3D near-eye displays to give the user an immersive view of a virtual world. Number 1. Voice Assistant. This allows people to have a personal assistant that can primarily do anything on the gadget it functions in. Today, voice assistants are integrated into many of the devices we use on a daily basis, such as cell phones, computers, and smart speakers. Because of their wide array of integrations, there are several voice assistants who offer a very specific feature set, while some choose to be open-ended to help with almost any situation at hand. And these are the top 5 technologies that make life easier. Join us next time for another wonderful and interesting edition of Top 5.
This is AIT Infotech Network, reaching you from Freetown in Sierra Leone,
Accra, the Ghanaian capital, Addis Ababa in Ethiopia, Johannesburg in South Africa.
We are in Cairo in Egypt,
Tunis, the Tunisian capital,
Cape Town in South Africa,
reaching you from Dubai, Hanover in Germany,
live from Chicago, Las Vegas in the United States of America, Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia. We are in Beijing, China,
in London, England. I am Bayero Agabi. Join us. If you have just joined us, please log on to youtube.com/digivasionnetwork, or better still, our website, www.digivasionnetwork.com. And now to our special interview of the week. I will not disclose it, but just take a look at it.
The Director General National Identity Management Commission, Engineer Aliyu Aziz, it's a pleasure to have you on this show.
Thank you for having me.
Some Nigerians still have challenges in having their name captured or registered. Can you provide us an insight? What is the spread or number of registration facilities or centers across the country, and the number of Nigerians that have been captured?
Well, so far we have captured more than 80 million Nigerians. So before, when only NIMSI was capturing the data, we have less than 1,000 enrollment centers in the nation, and a standard was captured somewhere that you need, for every 50,000 people, you need an enrollment center. And if you do that calculations, then the optimal number is actually 4,000 for 200 million people. But as we speak now, we have more than 18,000 enrollment centers. So we have centers. It's just our own attitude that we don't come out to enroll, because the major problem in whatever that you provide is availability, that is access, and also usage. So, and then people don't cross-check the information that they have until when there's a deadline, and therefore it always brings in a lot of influx of people, a lot of data that comes in onto our system. But I believe that we are all equal to the task, and we are must.
One other curiosity of Nigerians is whether there is a possibility for Nigerians to obtain their name or get their NIN number in the absence of their slip, or when their slip is probably lost or damaged. Is it possible to access or check your name?
There are several ways to do that. The first basic one is to use the phone that you have used to register and dial *346#. Then it will then return the NIN number that is attached to that particular phone number. Then the second way is to get to any of our enrollment centers, the 18,000 centers across the country, and each enrollment center can verify. You can capture only your fingerprint and then check against the background to know who you are, or a combination of some of the information, like you can give only your telephone number and they can find out that if that telephone number is in our back end and whether it is attached to who. And also you can put some maybe date of birth and things like that to check. So any enrollment center that you see will be able to verify, and we also have verification agents all over the nation. And if you have the mobile a smartphone, then you can also download the mobile app, and you will be able to carry out verifications using that same mobile app.
My DG, can you please clarify if foreigners, non-citizens can obtain the NIN, and does this in any way confer citizenship on such foreigners?
Well, if any database of a sovereign nation have to capture everybody within that soil of the country. If you allow other people that are not captured, then you will be creating loopholes. So foreigners that are legal residents are allowed to enroll, and people that have their residency permit can also enroll and obtain the NIN, and the NIN does not confer citizenship. It just confers that you are living in Nigeria at this particular time, and that services should be provided to you after verification of the NIN provided.
Thank you so much. There is these consumer complaints that some Nigerians claim to submit their NIN to MNOs for verifications, yet their numbers remain bad. What do they need to do to resolve this sort of challenge?
Yeah, first of all is the channel of the submission too, because if you use your phone as you call, you will be told that dial star this number and so on and so forth, and to get your own to send your NIN. So that is the most authentic channel for you to submit your. Secondly, you can also use the mobile app to submit your NIN. If you have done all this and yet still your number is bad, then you need to also find out that whether someone else registered the phone for you, whether your parent, your spouse, or your children, or you have sent your driver to go and buy it for you before. Therefore, it is, and since there is a SIM register, so if they compare and the two, and they are not the same, so it means that you need to still go to the telcos vendors. Or if it is the problem of NIN, then in that case that is the problem of NIMC. So a lot of the times people talk about only NIMC, but even when they are supposed to go to the telcos to register, so that the information in the SIM register and that of the NIMC should be harmonized before you get a service.
Thank you so much, my DG, for your time and audience.
Thank you. You're welcome.
This is DG Vision Network. That is the show for the week. If you have any comment or suggestions for us, please send them to bayero@yahoo.com, or better still, you can catch us on youtube.com/DGVision Network, or better still, just log on to our website to be part of the family. Until next week, I remain yours sincerely, Bayero Agabi. Peace.